the boat that hit her from the rear goes right by her head, and she sticks her head out of the water like an alligator.
I was trying to grab onto the tail so they would get me closer to my boat. But I couldn't hold on. I was trying to grab the PDBA tail.
They
did. Drag me to my boat.
And I'm like, what is she doing grabbing the boat for?
No, I wasn't trying to flip them.
Now, no. Here's a second question. Do you know how to swim?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
For about a minute.
Okay, so
my crew knows that.
Yeah, we know that too. So I was looking for your head, actually.
Yeah. No, I'm very calm when I go in for the first minute, and I saw them. I go, I can make it. So I tried swimming. I bop up and go, I think I can make it. I bop up. Nah. Pull the ripcord. I'm done.
What was your feeling when you fell in the water? Was it like, I'm pissed off, or that was fun?
No, it's just reality of what happens. As a steerer in a 2K, stuff happens.
We'll come back to you in just a moment. We're going to go back to the race here. Bob, how's it going?
The corner, and I was just noticing the bright yellow hats of San Francisco Dragon Warriors right behind them. The District Daddies took a big S-curve. Wasn't sure if it was purposeful or if they were trying to get position on San Francisco. For a moment, it looked like they were cutting through the infield, but now they are back in the straight line trying to get overlap as we come to the second corner here.
That was an oversteer issue. When you come through that turn, you want to make sure you don't oversteer your boat. Yes, you're trying to get back to a straight line, but some of the steers, people overturn it and they cut into the course.
No such troubles at the front of the field. This Boston BBB now racing for that 50-meter commitment buoy, and it looks like they are going to make it. Boston BBB having closed down the gap on the Lone Star Dragons will have to force Lone Star to yield in the corner.
Coming into the second turn, it is still going to be Lone Star on the outside, but they've left the room for boat number 2. That is going to be Boston BB coming into the corridor. Lone Star is going to take a little bit of a wider turn, respectfully giving BBB the space to get the fastest time. That is really good. Coming into the third position, that is going to be South Breeze. This is Premier Women's. Coming through the corridor, it is still Boston BBB, but Boston BB is leaving the corridor. They must be careful here. If they impact Lone Star, they do get the penalty.
That is giving South Breeze Rebels, depending on somebody tell me how to pronounce that name when we're done. Talk to me afterwards. See me after class. They are closing up on the gap because they have carved a much tighter line around the corner and are just making up all the free real estate that Boston BBB and South Breeze have left behind.
This is Senior A Open coming through the turn. This is boat number 5 coming through the corridor.
Those are the District Daddies from the DC Dragon Boat Club. San Francisco Dragon Warriors right behind them having been passed, but Bucks Fusion, Chris Wetzel having to take the outside line here on the San Francisco Dragon Warriors, despite the fact that he's caught them for 30 seconds already.
Warriors have decided just to follow the Daddies through the corridor, leaving the Bucks to go on the outside.
Chris is taking the longer route. Their crew is strong enough, though, to make up the gap.
Coming through the turn, a lot of teams got to be careful. When a boat turns on the left of them, their tail swings into their boat. If there is a collision, the resulting penalty is usually on the team behind. They did not give the 2-meter clearance.
So Boston BBB has cleared and passed Lone Star, and the South Breeze Rebels are now doing the same to Lone Star. The question is, will South Breeze catch Boston BBB before the straightaway? It's about a 30-meter gap right now, and they've got about a half a straightaway to do it. They're passing exactly the 250-meter mark. It's going to be close. I think they're going to be in position to follow through, and at the same time, on the outside, 2 Dragon Boat guys go round the outside. Bucks Fusion making the pass on the San Francisco Dragon Warriors and now setting sights. Wetzel is going to have to go for a crossover because he's now set up on the outside of the DC Dragon Boat Club District Daddies. We'll see what he can do, because if he can get that gap and basically thread the needle in front of San Francisco, he can get inside position on DC.
Back to Ellen. You fell in the water. Your next thought is what? Get back in?
Yes.
And when you got back in, what did you tell your team?
It's me. It's not a beaver.
Just so a beaver didn't get it.
Let's just get back to beaver jokes here before I get it shut down by the FCC.
Well, I mean, look, we're already there because she was talking about grabbing tails and beavers. At this point, we're way over budget.
All right.
So anyway, I get back to the boat.
Yeah.
And I get to the other side and I try to get in, but I realized I exhausted all my energy. So I asked one of my teammates to help pull me in.
Okay.
And got back in the boat. The chase boat asked asked if I wanted help to get into their boat, and I said no, I'm going to do it with my crew. And we got on the boat, and they asked if we wanted to finish, and we said, blank, bleep, yeah.
That's the way.
What's the no?
No, we can't say the bleep. That's why it was bleeped. They're from Jersey.
So there are 2 moments in a 2K where there's always activity, and that's either going into the turn and coming out of the turn. And when you're coming out of the turn, the challenge is really when a drag boat starts making a turn, it wants to keep going in that same direction. The challenge is keeping it, straightening it out. So stopping it from making the turn. It's not really oversteering, but when to let go of the steering, the turn, and start to correct and go straight. The other time is going into the turn. Sometimes crews don't hear the judge's instructions and understand whether or not they should yield or they own the inside turn.
Or sometimes they hear the judge's instruction and then just don't want to hear the judge's instruction.
Okay, I've done that too.
She's done that to me many times.
We all have what my mother-in-law refers to as convenient hearing.
Yeah.
It works when she wants it to, and when she doesn't,
Now, Ellen-Law has her own rationales. We don't
She's
even.
not the only one.
No, this is.
All the steerers have these incredible hearing impairments that come and go based on where they are on the race course. I don't understand it.
In Worlds, I see Ellen. I look at her. She just gives me the eye, throws me a little candy, a Ricola, and we just shut our mouth and we just move on.
Now we know what you could be bribed.
Exactly. Ellen, at the end of the race, did you file a protest?
No, not necessary.
Why?
It's part of the game of the 2K.
Oh, what? Swimming, jumping, ejecting yourself?
I've
Okay,
told
fine.
you for 3 days, rubbing is racing. That's why Sunday is the best day of these events.
Exactly.
I think you could have done a better dive off the diving board.
That's the best I could do.
All
See
right.
if the IDBF will allow us to install them for Taiwan.
Ellen, come on over. Tell me who's finishing here on this race.
I think we have the Boston BBB,
Yep.
Boat 2, but unfortunately for them, the
South Breeze.
South Breeze team has made up their 15-second gap, and they're right on their tail.
Yeah.
So they did pull up on them, so that's a pretty good finish.
What happened to boat? What happened to boat 1?
They're coming in to your
Those
left.
are the Lone Star Dragons.
They're by themselves, alone.
Well, they're working hard. They're probably hitting their finish about now.
Finish is over here. It's another 100.
No, well, they're going into
She
finish.
means their finish stroke, not the actual finish line.
Okay.
I don't see a beaver.
Here are the District Daddies right behind the Lone Star Dragons.
And actually, District Daddies are coming in strong. They didn't quite hold their 15-second advantage over Bucks. Bucks is probably going to finish ahead of them, but still a good finish.
And finally,
nice timing.
And
And
there's-
they all have the front end.
one more team.
Oh, I don't know who they are.
No, that is the bright yellow hats of the San Francisco Dragon Warriors.